barcode, it labels itself literary criticism and sociology. Yet, to quote Margaret Atwood's endorsement on the back cover, it is the best book I know of for talented but unacknowledged creators. For artists, Hyde's book approaches a form of self-help. The Gift shows us why artists don't make money, because art is, anthropologically speaking, a gift. Trouble arises in societies when a person tries to convert a gift into a commodity. When gifts are sold, Hyde writes, they change their nature as much as water changes when it freezes, and no rationalist telling can replace the feeling that is lost. This would be the case if, say, Sesame Street were taken over by a for-profit company, with advertisements, opportunistic spin-offs, and direct-to-video releases. No longer a gift to the children of the world, Sesame Street would become a commodity produced by a corporation that views children as consumers. Gifts, on the other hand, are given in sacrifice with no hope of return, except for perhaps a karmic faith in shared humanity. When the feeling of the gift is lost, the gratitude, awe, and communality of it, the gift is reduced to a shell of what it was. It doesn't work like it should, on our emotions. It is just a trinket with no intrinsic power. Using tribal peoples as examples, Hyde explains that art has a special set of rules by which it circulates, whereas commodities of the market have another very different set of rules. For art to truly affect us, it needs to be, in a sense, given. For a commodity to be successful, it needs to be bought and sold. The market economy is zero-sum, where selling an item is to lose it and paying money is to become poorer. The gift economy, on the other hand, grows with each transaction, with gratitude and societal bonds being an increase for both the giver and recipient. It is a cumulative wealth, because in a sense we feel richer the more we give others, and they too feel rich in spirit. Using Hyde's elegant theory, we can easily define what is and isn't art. Art is a gift, and anything that is not a gift in some sense is not art. Let us leave Hyde for a moment to see if this jibes with the world we know. If we examine the hardest working, most talented, most enduring, and most genius artists, they tend to be in the stage of their career where they are just about to make it big. His early albums are still the best, we say, or put another way, she hasn't done anything interesting since she got that 3-book deal. Before artists become successful, they give it their all as an act of social faith with no set schedule for repayment. They are making a name for themselves or hoping to strike it big, and trust that society will give them a career in return. This is the gift. But once an artist enters the market economy, profits start to demand giving less and charging more. It is not the artist's fault, but rather the result of an unhappy union. An artisan working in a gift economy but trying to survive in a market economy. For example, the woman who gave me the best massage of my life was doing it to practice for a job interview. It was free. But in order to make a profit, to actually survive as an artist, one can't afford to be generous all the time. A year into working professionally, that masseuse needed hand surgery and stopped offering deep tissue techniques. You can give a masterpiece massage once a week, but to actually make enough to live, she wound up overworking her muscles and joints to the point that it damaged her. Giving it her all wasn't financially feasible. It wasn't that she wanted to sacrifice the quality of her art, but in order to pay her rent, to survive as an artist, she had to give less. Profit demands this. It's Economics 101. In essence, capitalism does not reward art that is a gift. In spite of this economic reality, as a society we value the art of the genius, and we naturally reject the sham art of the entrepreneur, that is, commodity art.